Hello, hello, hello. Alister, it's so great to have you back with me again. Today, we're going to be going through basically Make Automations 2.0, right?
Yeah. We're going to exploring a lot of Make, a lot of its features. And have you heard of NA10 as well?
I have. I am versing myself in it quite intimately every single day.
Yeah. What do you prefer, actually? Do you like NA10 or Make.com?
What do I prefer?
Or have you used Make?
Yes, so basically right now I'm focusing on certain automations and certain workflows are really good for some integrations, but NA10 has just it's I would say a steeper learning curve rather than makes easy. It's like having an Android and an Apple device.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense. I mean, Make is like, it's easier to pick up. So it's like they simplify a lot of the features, but because of that, you could run into limitations, which then with NA10, if you learn it more and you've done coding in the past or you've even vibe coded, so you know all the basics, right? Because
You've even vibe coded. Like that's
I've never sat down and learned how to code, but you just need
Fair
to
enough.
know the basics of coding, because like across the languages also there's like patterns and stuff. So I mean, NA10 is a bit more advanced, but you can do a lot more things. One of them being you can like add custom code in the middle of nowhere. Like with Make, you can't do that. So I think there's more like features in, but then again, like Make has a lot, and you can definitely do a lot of things with Make as well. But yeah, I mean, with NA10, you could use Hostinger and just host it on there, and then like not pay per operation or execution.
Yeah, I agree. They now have the self-host option on na10.io, which is like 800 euros a month for enterprise sort of variation, and with it's like we have great minds thinking alike there. So also joining us today will be my trusty sidekick Michael Savonier, and he will be focusing on the automations as well. It's going to be quite an interesting trifecta conversation today. We're going to have a lot of potentially interesting scenarios, and I'm really looking forward to us working out a solution. For anyone that doesn't know, Michael and I went live for about almost 5 hours last Saturday and finally got an automation to run. It was a complete live build. It was excruciating for me, and it was a big win at the end. Live for everyone to see. So, hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello. Good afternoon, people. Great stuff. And 5 hours. Yes, I'm still recovering from these 5 hours and the kick after actually having something that easily run. Anyway, hello.
The run actually softened the blow, because when my newsletter ran this morning, it ran without any errors, and I was like, that's a big win.
That's great stuff. Yeah, especially when
What did you guys do then?
we got the email. But I see a new face, a face I have not seen before, only on YouTube actually.
That's amazing. Yeah. So my name is Ali Automate. I do Make.com workflows, a bit of NA10, and I started an automation agency as well to sell to businesses, and I'm just sort of juggling those things at once. So that's sort of how it's going. And I'm doing step-by-step automations on my YouTube and TikTok as well. So I'm also educating people on how to do the same. So
I have actually seen a video of yours about, I think you posted it 18 days ago. The AI voice over. Is that correct? I think so.
AI voice.
Actually, with the text messages actually, and
right.
What I was thinking there, I thought it is genius, because I'm sorry to interrupt you, because I'm actually excited about that video, and it's a pain point for me. Well, we don't know each other very much, so I will first introduce myself, and then I will tell you why this is incredible, and what pain point you take away from me.
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Michael. I think that Elliott already has said. So I have led multiple multidisciplinary teams across the world. I have reshaped processes and operations within whole Europe, and I'm actually still doing that. I'm a pain for the people who work with me in the beginning, but then they're actually happy once everything works. I love automation, but when I saw what you were doing, I thought like, wow, this guy understands actually the or maybe you don't understand and it is just pure luck, but I don't think so. It's the
pure luck.
I'm sorry, it's the pain point, because when I'm a customer, and this actually happened not that long ago for myself, when I had an issue at home, I called customer service, and I had a lovely woman picking up and helping me, and said like, oh, let's hang up, send me a message with the problem actually, and then I will call you back. And I thought like, yeah, but I can actually send you the message right now. You can read it, and I don't have to hang up, wait in line again, maybe get help in 3 hours. We can actually have the first contact resolution while I'm on the phone with you. And when your AI voice agent actually was reading the message while you were on the phone with him, I thought, this is brilliant. Why nobody have actually thought about this before?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty new like implementation. Like Zapier have just added this to their platform, and it would just be able to like read the message while it's talking to you. So I think that's pretty sick. So yeah, I just had to do a video on it, on how to actually implement it, because just a good opportunity. And a lot of people really, like the voice agent specifically, it'll ask you for like an email or something, or like details, and then they'll have to spell out everything one by one. But here they can just send it like all the details at once, and it's going to be like,
and as we are non-natives. Elliott is native, so he actually knows the phone alphabet, but we make the weirdest words up for every letter.
That would be
D for drink, I don't know.
For example, when we were clipping some videos for the last stream, for some reason the clipping tool thought that he was speaking in Swedish, because he said one thing in a different way, and then the entire captions turned into Swedish, and I'm like, well, that's great. So you guys will be seeing a video coming up where there's Swedish subtitles instead of English, so this will be very interesting to see.
Hey, all the Swedish viewers will know what's going on there.
So yeah.
Well, I don't, because I don't speak Swedish. Well, I think it's a lovely language anyway, but I think one of the interesting things about N8N, as you are a master or on a mastery level on N8N, and I'm a noob with N8N, but I really would like to know more. I'm actually very curious how and what tools can we link, because you in that video, I'm sorry that I hijacked this whole live stream at this moment, because I'm really excited, because when you have an agent like any other person, you need to help the agent or person with information, where like a run book or anything, where you have company details and actually his brain or its brain at this moment. You have tools you can actually link to it, but I don't know what kind of tools you can link. Do you have like a top 3 tool set which help businesses which you are helping actually right now, or which pain, and it doesn't need to be really with this particular voiceover or voice agent, which tools we can actually link to N8N which actually solve real issues you're seeing today with your own company?
Yeah. I think Google Calendar is good for like appointment booking, voice agents, and apart from that, the voice agent alone is very powerful. But yeah, I think Google Calendar. But there's not much. Like Google Calendar, you can link it up to Google Calendar, and it will turn into an appointment booking AI agent. And that's the best use case I've seen so far. But yeah, I haven't really explored that many use cases with their voice agent, because that's just the main thing. Like you just need a receptionist. You can book calls, and then like everything else after that, it could be a receptionist for a dentist who's like getting bookings and whatnot. So it's like there's so many use cases, even though it's just the same thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Literally, just Google Calendar is like you now have an appointment booking agent instead of just a voice agent. So yeah, I mean that's if there's any more use cases, then yeah, I don't know.
The host would like to say something.
Yeah.
I did say in the beginning that this is going to be mostly between you two, because Michael, as you can see, likes asking questions, and Alister, I know that you're very, happy to, give the advice here. So I'm going to basically take a back seat half the time, because I talk a lot, and this is actually quite nice to just be quiet and listen. So when it comes to the voice agents and everything, a lot of people, like, there's all these fancy freaking workflows. Do they make sense? Do they solve a problem? Are you creating a solution to a problem that doesn't exist? Are you are you creating something that doesn't need to be fixed right now? If you actually go out on the street and say, okay, 10 people you ask, like they're business owners, okay, what's your current problem? They say, blah, 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 blah. Next person, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but look at my fancy workflow. They're like, yeah, but what does it do? Does it actually solve my problem? No. It just looks good because it's some complicated, it's the dream factor, as opposed to something like super simple, like my make. This, like, I think I showed it last time. I'll just, it's a very simple, clean example of what I'm talking about.
Can you show what you mean, Elliott?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Just give me a second. Okay.
I give you even 2 seconds. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so there we go.
Oh, this one is cool.
Yeah, super simple. RSS feed, Claude prompt, post to LinkedIn, add a row, send a message.
Mm-hmm.
Something as simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you had a very, very, very sophisticated sort of lead magnet process that you can turn that into not a text post, but an image post or something like that, you can then turn that around and look at the data of like the analytics over time, see what's working, and then double down on that. So then you can actually be consistently posting very useful, or what your ICP or what your audience is actually looking for. And then you can actually organically be gaining either new leads or qualifying those leads, or even just gaining more traction based on your authoritative behavior in the domain.
Yeah, 100%. I think you hit the nail on the head right there with the simplicity. A lot of people just like building complicated things, but like I feel like
yes,
would work the best because there's less like room for error, and you'd also know a lot easier what's going on if you keep everything like dead simple. But yeah, I think definitely just working back from the problem instead of trying to think of something out of thin air. That you could go to a business owner and then ask them what problem they have, and it can literally be as simple as like 2 modules. It could be like 2 modules, but would fit so well into their business that it would instantly make them save them a bunch of time.
Okay, are you able to give an example of like a 2 module one which works and which actually solve real life issues for businesses?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of businesses are still using Google Sheets, like do things.
Yeah.
So like, I was talking to a modeling agency, and they had a team of people on Google Sheets, just like copy and pasting things and like doing everything manually. So literally just Google Forms and then Google Sheets and then putting in that data. That could literally save so much time doing it manually. Literally something as simple as that.
Just it's when you solve a problem that is repetitive.
Yeah.
I literally posted this morning, I think, about when you solve a problem that when it is so manual that you literally have a 75 cents per million token output for 4.1 nano, which can run 24/7, and people are just slowly waking up. Like big businesses, they have too many hurdles, they have too many roadblocks, they have too many middle management trying to do the right thing, or we're going to get the best system, instead of actually just having A, B, C, D, E. A to E, and it solves A through E. And because I have so many different client calls with so many different pain points in what they need and how they want it, they try and overcomplicate it with natural language. And when I say, let's have a look at your prompt, let's have a review of your like how you're doing everything, and you take one look at it and you go, I know exactly what's wrong with that. And they say, what is it? It's like you've been talking to it like you've been talking to your mate, a colleague, a best friend, or
That's
you haven't actually been trying to.
Mistake.
Yeah. Hey, listen to me. Why aren't you doing that? It's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what to do.
What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Can you please be more descriptive? Can you give me an example of what you need? It's like, no, you should know this already. I'm like,
yeah, and yeah, that's true. It's a lot of factors which are implicated, but it's an interesting one. Google Sheets. You said Google Calendar.
Google Forms, like they were doing like applicants for Google Forms. I mean, I would put them into a CRM instead, but that's still a 2-module automation that would save a lot of time, because they were manually seeing the responses on Google Forms and then copy and pasting that into Google Sheets.
Yeah, that is that repetitive motion.
That's literally it. Every day, the whole team. Like,
sorry. There are straight up manual data enterers when there is literally free open source model.
Yeah, these like it's the knowledge that you need to give them, and like some people just don't know that it's possible. So they literally had a team of people copy and pasting. Literally. Like,
well, at least we keep busy with the work, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you're in the space, when you are exposed to it, we have knowledge arbitrage, and people are paying for what the hours we've spent learning something, so they don't have to. And when somebody comes in and says, hey, I'll pay you $20 for this, you're like, no. And they're like, why not? It's like, because I spent hundreds of hours to not be paid $20 for something that is actually valued at like maybe $500 to $600, because the perceived value is, well, hey, it's not that difficult, right? It's like, of course it looks super sleek and sexy on the outside, but on the inside, they don't understand like what's under the hood. Like, yes, it might be 2 modules, but you got to make sure those modules work really well. Make it's a bit more, cut and just copy and paste. It's like, do this, follow this, and this. But they don't know how to prompt or look at the modules. So on average, how many hours a day do you think you're in Make, Alister?
Not a lot, honestly, because the automation that I make is really simple. So if I plan it out, like, it would take me like 30 minutes to build something, or 20 minutes. Also, there's like different solutions to different problems as well. Not everything's going to be in Make. It could be in Go High Level or like N8N. So I mean, I used to learn like a lot more about Make, but when I figured out that it's like, you don't really need to know everything. Like, there's some knowledge becomes like unnecessary.
With Make, it's like there's a lot of redundancies, because since they released their AI tools and AI things, it's like it can bypass a lot of the tool calling, because the agent can do it. And tomorrow, yay, they're going to the beautiful system of credits. So 1 operation is 1 credit now. So yay. And the way they're doing that is, so obviously the more you use Make AI's agents, the more it's going to cost. It's like 3, 4, 5 credits per run. And I'm like, okay. So now you're going to just be reverting to other connectors. Do you use Make
that's
agents?
What they're doing.
Or
Sorry?
Do you use Make agents?
I don't. I seriously don't. Like,
your credits are fine then.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, but when or what is the criteria? When do you use Make, and when do you use N8N? Is it clear defined for you, or are you just like, whatever the day brings you?
It's actually not that clear defined. It's not that clear defined. Like, you can use both for a lot of things, but like for me, honestly, like first of all, if it's something that like is going to take a lot of operations, like it's going to run a bunch of times, then I'm going to do it immediately in NA10 because
without thinking,
not for the cost or whatever. But I would start with make, just to keep things like really, really simple. And then if I needed to maybe, like I know make added their agents, but I would still make the agent in NA10. So I just know how to do it easier. Chatbot.
It just works.
Yeah, exactly. It's just easier, and I know how to do it already. So, yeah, I mean NA10 for agents, and then make like simpler automations, like I said earlier, like Google Forms, and it's got a lot of integrations as well. So, but then if I wanted to have a CRM as well, then I'd be using Go High Level. So it's like there's different things. But yeah, generally start with make is simpler. And then go from
I'd like to ask a bit more about Go High Level, because I actually had a client a while ago that is like deep in Go High Level and wanted me to assist with some prompts. So could you give us, like, let's say a boilerplate, the general functionality of Go High Level, and in what use cases, like just like a simple example of when you'd use that over the others?
Yeah, I mean, Go High Level is nice because it's really built for businesses. Like they really take a look at the AI automation now, like how can we make a platform that's best for businesses, and like this works really well with, like, there's snapshots you can buy as well that like have pre-built workflows. So yeah, I mean, it's good for
are you able to share your screen, or you don't want
to? Screen now would actually be a very good idea.
Sanitize your screen first.
Yeah, they're putting you on the spot right now.
Yeah.
But hey, being put on the spot is actually really beneficial for future client meetings, because when they put you on the spot, you don't just shut down and go,
Yeah.
We have all been there before.
So a long time ago, Michael and I did a presentation together, and we practiced for weeks, and we still stumbled.
Yes, no, that was hysterical.
I mean, if you mess up, it just means you're human,
Yeah, but if you're able to quickly rectify that makes it even better.
Yeah, exactly. I guess. Yeah, I mean, look how many things in Go High Level. Just like the main ones, though, are the automation. We've got some pre-built ones, so you could do like database reactivation, texting, emailing.
You said texting, and then your phone dinged.
Maybe I texted you. But yeah, like WhatsApp as well. You can do WhatsApp, so you can do WhatsApp chatbots in here as well. They added agents.
But is WhatsApp business or WhatsApp personal? Because I know the business API is the thing, right?
Yeah, business. WhatsApp business. So you like create, like getting a phone number. I don't remember how to do it, but yeah, I mean so the main things were the automation, so follow-ups, just a lot of follow-ups, and like bots, like AI bots that can talk through SMS. So like,
Jed's asking what's the best use case for Go High Level voice agents?
Great question.
I haven't really explored voice agents on Go High Level, because I'll just do it in Zapier.
You see that's where can they connect, or
haven't you watched the video? He was explaining it very nicely.
Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't, because voice agents is really new to Go High Level. So I haven't used it for chatbots. I've only tested that.
It's playground still.
I'll definitely I'll play around with the voice agents, and I'll see if they can. And I think they can book people inside your calendar here as well, which is another feature. So it just has the calendar here instead.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Like everything's in one place. So the SMS AI agents will be able to book them into the calendar, and I'm pretty sure the voice agents will be able to do that too. I'm not 100% sure.
It
fantastic.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, it has to be. So they'll be able to book everything in the calendar. So yeah, that's what the voice agents. That's to answer your question. Probably appointment booking. But the thing is, like the use case. You said the use cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the best use case?
there's no best use case. It depends what the business needs. Like the best use case, probably appointment like setters. But if the business doesn't need an appointment setter, well then you just won't do an appointment setter. You just do something else, you know. But yeah, appointment setters is probably really good in high level because they have calendars as well here. And then yeah, automation. I mean, you can have a website and go high level, but that's up to you. Funnels is really good. There's also something called reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can do review requests for like Google Business. You can connect your Google Business profile here, so you could sell like a service to get the business more 5-star reviews or something. And then
that's amazing.
Right. You can
wow.
Review requests here, so you can see like the sentiment or whatever, like how many people.
So, Alister, sorry to interrupt right now, right?
Yeah.
Because I have done a fair share of NPS management. Still doing it actually, and I understand correctly that you can actually connect an agent to this particular area, what you're showing right now, reputation, where a agent is actually checking the reviews. So if you might get a 1-star review, we all hope that it would never happen, but it might be.
It's possible.
It's possible, right? We all. Yeah, okay. No, we all have Karens in the world, so you never know. Is it then able to actually reply to that particular post, or is that a step too far? I haven't tried that one out yet.
Yeah, I haven't tried that out yet. That is a bit, yeah. What, to reply to the review specifically?
To reply to the review, or to actually inform a customer service agent, hey, there is a 1-star review. We know it's this client. This is the issue. You have to call this person ASAP, or reply to the post if it was already not done by. Because one of the pain points is that you leave a bad review or a review and you don't get any reply back. I know that's a big NPS factor.
Yeah. I think you can. Because here, it would be a workflow. You'd send the review request, and then based off like the sentiment, if it's a negative review, you could then send a message to the team. So yeah, that would be in the workflow. So as you can see, I haven't even gone into this section, but there's so many things you can do. So send a review request, send notifications, and like all the things with the CRM. So updating the stages in the pipeline. I don't know why I haven't showed the CRM yet.
That's because I interrupt you, Alister. That's just blame me.
So it would look like this, right? Different, like you've already seen a CRM before, but yeah, it just update all the stages here. But yeah, I mean, mostly for follow-ups. So Go High Level is good follow-up to CRM. They added agents. Yeah, those are the main features. The site is good as well. Also,
well, thank you very much for that was a fantastic. I hope you're sponsored by them in the future, because you just basically gave a quick rundown of what they actually do and actually gave actual actionable advice for people to work on.
And for people who are actually in the businesses themselves, my brain juice is starting to flow immediately. Like, oh my God, how can I do this? Because it's painful, even for employees, right? Like, I don't like to make employees redundant because of AI. I think we should work together. Yeah. And it's very unsettling to see a 1-star review just like that. For example, just a 1-star review, right? Yeah. And if AI can take the sharp edges off, it's already much nicer. Or just do the work. So because I would like to double check with you later on, or any other time, like if there is for example, there's a 1-star review. I'm sorry that I'm stuck with this, right? But let's say there's a 1-star review.
Yeah.
An agent might actually see that particular review.
Yeah.
People have to put in their names or any data, because otherwise you're going to put up the review.
Yeah.
It would be awesome that if somebody is working with a CRM system like Salesforce, widely used,
Yeah.
that the agent can check, hey, it's this particular client. Here you have all the details of this client, the past 2 weeks, these were the contacts of this client with your customer service.
Yep.
Agent, I have employee of the company, not the agent, customer
Dude.
service agent.
5 years from now, it will literally be an agent and not an employee.
Exactly. Yeah, but here I have done all the research, the painful work you don't want to do. Here, I have done it for you. You can actually just take a cup of coffee or tea, wherever you are, read through the script and call the customer. And you can do that all within 20 minutes after a negative review has been made. That's customer service just there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely possible. It's in the workflows, you can send a review request and then you'd be able to detect the sentiment. And then, it's just, it would have the CRM, it would have the contact in the CRM, and it would be like, just contact this person and see, why they left it. And that's 100% possible. Go high level. One more thing was this like marketing section where you can actually schedule posts to social media as well. So that's inbuilt. Like, it's just so wild the amount of things you can do in here. Like, I use this one. And those are the main sections. The other sections are kind of like important but not too important. Sites, automations. So the automations is just like, if you've got a marketing agency as a client, like Go High Level would be really good for them if they wanted a CRM and like they needed to do a lot of follow-ups through SMS, because Make.com can do that and N8N can do that, but they're not as good as Go High Level when it comes to these things. So definitely. But I mean, I'd honestly start with this, and then if the client needs something else, then I'd go to Make.com and then N8N. I'd start.
So you do have to go through the ring road. Yeah.
But like, that's so many features that like
it's too many at one
because
point. Yeah.
For some clients, they just need like a few things, and they can all be done in one thing. But if they want to diversify, of course, they're going to have to pay a bit more. But also the when they have the questions that you're like, okay, yes, of course we can use this tool, this tool, this tool. They're like, oh, but I thought it could be done in one. And it's like, no, you actually sometimes have to spread it out if they want a whole suite of something. So
exactly. Yeah. But I mean, the upsells, like Go High Level, you can just upsell different features as well. But most of the time they'd say what they need, and then you just sort of see what you can do. But I mean, Go High Level it's very, very, very nice. But Make.com and N8N would be like, it would be like an automation that is like, maybe more advanced or just weird. It's just not like, it's not common, That's when you would Make.com and N8N to make something that. That's it.
So are you self-hosting your N8N on a VPS, or are you doing it through Docker on your desktop?
Yeah, I'm doing on hosting it. Yeah, a VPS.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think everybody either came from Nate Herc or Nick Sarayev.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, exactly. But when I was going through my payments section, what happened? I went through. I was too excited, and I was like, "Wait, there was no option to add the discount." I'm like, "Damn!" So I just paid full price.
That's Elliott.
Just pay full price.
Yep, you learn hard way. I do actually have an interesting question, Alister.
Yeah.
And as well, for you, Elliott, it's a question to both of you.
Yeah.
As in my peer group of people I know, right, who are skeptical about AI, what do I need to do, or all that kind of stuff, what do I need to learn? I think one of the biggest questions out there, and I was one of them in the beginning, is that like, does AI make many mistakes? Because what you see in the media is that AI makes a lot of mistakes, you cannot trust it, etc. But when I actually learned more about automations, it's actually just the way you set it up. The better your prompting, the better you set it up, the better it works. But how do you convince people like me or any other business, like, don't be scared, give it a go.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Elliott, do you want to answer that first? Or?
So obviously, I'm not a data scientist. I'm not going to be some guru saying, "Oh, that's not true," blah blah blah. Like, don't listen to that. Of course, every generative AI, because it generates, of course, it can hallucinate and go crazy. However, the more times it hallucinates, like other lower models, because of the context window and like it's like actual, like, let's say, knowledge, it's like, cool. If you don't give me a real direction, I'm gonna just run off. It's like chasing a dog with no leash. Stop running, and it's like, bye.
Goodbye.
So when you put safeguards and you structure the prompt correctly, and then you sort of foster a pattern of, okay, you are going to answer everything that I say. We are going to work together, and I have just noticed leaps and bounds. I physically cannot write a bad prompt anymore unless I am, let's say, extremely tired. Because if you are asking like a question, ask Google. There's no point in like getting potentially a 7 to 12% hallucination. Even GPT-5 still, can make. They all say can make mistakes. They all say, "Oh, it hallucinated." There's a giant disclaimer under every chat: can make mistakes. When it makes a mistake, you say, "Oh, it's wrong." Of course, because the first thing, a bad workman always blames his tools. So the first thing they say, "Yep, it's shit. It doesn't work." When actually, what is it? Shit input, shit output.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah, exactly. True. Yeah, I think Elliott knows more about this than I do, because I'm not really in the prompting space. But
you're more automation and you build the workflows. I'm in prompting and leaning more heavily into automation, because with the prompting, I think having that as a framework has significantly helped when it comes to the automation prompts. Like, oh, I'm struggling with it to do this and this and this, and it won't do that. And you got to go back and forth and reiterate, make sure that the prompt actually makes sense and it's hallucinating this. And it's like, where's it coming from? It's like, I look at it like a bowling alley. When you're a kid, you have like the guardrails up. Yeah. And people are just like free balling, they're just winging it, just like throwing these bowling balls down, and they're bouncing between lanes and everything. But when you have the guardrails up, it's like boing, 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 boing. Okay, we got to the end. Great.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. But yeah.
Before we continue,
did we saw a message coming in?
Yes. So what would you say is better for funnels? We're currently building quiz funnels for clients in Perspective and lead magnet funnels in Go High Level and Click Funnels. Overall, what's better, would you say? Ali, take it away.
I don't have a clue about funnels, man. I don't have a clue about funnels. I'm going to say when I don't know something, but
yes, thank you.
I haven't used Click Funnels at all, so I should have. But Go High Level Funnels is pretty good, so definitely test out both, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, the Go High Level funnels, you'll just be able to like probably integrate it easier with Go High Level as well, if you're just going to do everything there. So it depends. Like if you have clients, if that client's already using Go High Level, you could prefer to do it in Go High Level already, because it's just easier to integrate everything in one place instead of having to create more connections, which could make it more complicated. So definitely check out both. But I think you can actually import Click Funnels into Go High Level, so I don't think it matters too much either. I've seen that option, but yeah, I'd do it in Go High Level because I'm biased now. I use Go High Level all the time, so
I don't know anything about Go High Level and funnels, so I proceed to talk about Go High Level and funnels.
This monkey who does this, and it just happened in my head.
I mean, I know, like, I haven't used the funnels, but I know the integration of the funnels. So I know, I guess I know.
Thank you for your honesty and your candor. That was fantastic.
Hopefully that helps. I think that.
Was that the only question or not?
No.
We have a statement, kind of a question, from Justin Frankel. I do apologize if I butchered that. Love this automation session. There's nothing like watching real problems get solved in real time. You'll learn more from this unscripted workshop than most tutorials. The Make versus NA10 versus Zapier comparison is especially valuable for deciding which tool fits your budget and needs. Now, honestly, I stay miles away from Zapier because in comparison to what the functionality, unless like it's good for enterprises because they already have like systems integrated. That's fantastic. But if you're a small business, you don't need to be spending a couple of $100 a month on like CRMs that is just like too big for what you need. It's like you won't use the functionality, you won't use the features. But yeah,
I think that smaller companies have a bigger advantage on bigger companies in the sense that AI needs data, works on data, and a lot of big companies, especially the corporates, their data structures are just horror. They are horrible, and you cannot really link an automation on there. You need to restructure the data they actually hold, the data warehouse, and that takes years. And if you want, the quicker you want it, the more millions you have to invest and actually get that ready. At one moment, you would just say, like, just throw everything away and we start all fresh. That's something I see right now. Big companies are thinking like, oh, damn, we just implemented a great tool, but it doesn't work because the data is not up to date. So we need to work on that. Smaller companies, they can still tailor everything to what the automation need to work better.
Right.
And I think that the question from one of the listeners, the last one you just said, Elliott, which is cost effective? Which one is actually more cost effective? Is that depending on the workflow?
NA10, because you have the opportunity to self-host in a VPS. If you're literally just looking at a purely budgetary option, learn the NA10, learn the steep curve, because there are so many tutorials on YouTube. I think Ali and I both learned like the 8-hour Nate Herc one.
Yeah, I gave up on that one. I'm like, I can't be asked to sit here for 8 hours. But
I just broke it down. I just did an hour a day.
Yeah,
come back with fresh eyes.
I just gave it to ChatGPT and told me, like, abbreviate this.
You're living in the past.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm boomer mentality for yeah.
That's how I would do it too.
Yeah, I mean.
No, but the thing is, like, sometimes you might miss some of the nuances by just transcribing it or summarizing it, because also it's more efficient. Heck yeah, I would do the same thing. But sometimes it's like when you watch it live building, like, it can be fun. But
yeah, I mean, but every time I have a problem, I just search it up on YouTube or just ask ChatGPT again to like help me solve it. So,
quick question: when was the last time you asked Google a question?
I don't track. I don't know. Could have been yesterday.
Oh, okay. But like,
I think that was weeks ago. I don't remember. Actually, I don't remember using Google anymore.
It's very scary how it is completely shifting that, because these like Google's trying with its AI overview, but
that doesn't work.
It can't compete with like deep searches. Like in 2 minutes, you've got like every 400 sources that you would have to go through and try and find the best one. It's like, so you it's interesting to watch the change happen real time. It's not years, it's not months. It's like, I remember it was, this will take a while, because GPT 3.5 was basically, wow,
1.5 years ago, right? Something like that.
I'm gonna say closer to 2.
Well, time flies when you get older, so...
Right? Alister, are you going to Google that, or are you going to ChatGPT it?
Yeah, ChatGPT, huh?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Google, simple question, but ChatGPT is way better for everything.
Basically, if you're in this space like we are, Google just doesn't cut it anymore because you're going to want a follow-up question right away. And instead of having to especially with agent mode, if you have the OpenAI's ChatGPT Pro plan for $200 a month, I know it's steep, but you have 400 agent modes. Now, if you don't want to, or you don't have a powerful enough PC to run stuff locally, like OpenManus or Manus itself, even anything like open source and hosted locally, you are going to be better off using something that's already made for a consumer at a higher level by using an agent that way, as opposed to when you would search for flights. That's a perfect example. People who actually travel, you go through and you check, you have a comparison website. You got 20 different tabs. Love it.
Yeah, honestly.
Tell me you weren't listening without telling me you weren't listening. Cool.
No. I just wanted to figure out how to. So you guys had different backgrounds. I was like, how do I do that as well?
No worries. Thank you for trying it out. I like my blue sky. Michael obviously came with this magenta. Look there.
Yeah.
I don't know what color. Yeah. I just base it off your website, Elliott. So.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. So, Alister.
Yeah.
Have you got a workflow in Make that you've been working on, and you've either talked about it before, or you have found something interesting about it, or an actual use case? Before we get into that, though, Jed has said rule number 1: don't try and run a local language model on a MacBook Air M1.
Yeah, I tried that on mine as well. It's terrible.
I tried it on my Intel MacBook Pro. That one is broken now. it's for real.
It actually fried itself.
Actually fried, yeah.
Well, I had Rainbow Wheel of Death constantly. And I was like, this is unusable. I cannot function. I cannot do my job. So I was like, I'm going to need to invest. And of course, then you have the whole, now I need to upgrade. But what is too much of an upgrade? Because you still want to be portable, ultra portable, but also have the power. And that's where the VPS of N8N hosting is just fantastic, because you got your own private server with if you pay if you go on a monthly plan, $8-9 a month, which is
it's crazy.
It's people saying, oh, I can't afford it. I'm like, really?
Just drink a pint less a week, or a month, it's fine. Anyway, we were asking a question to Alister about a workflow.
I think he was pulling it up. I was hoping he was going to pull it up.
Okay. Well, he was just
finding
a new background.
Yeah. Maybe I should change the background again. Explore the options. Yeah, I'll show you the Zapier, Google integration. This is probably the simplest way to integrate Zapier with Google. It's probably make.com. The simplest way I found. I know you can do it with N8N. And I don't know if Zapier might have actually added Google to integrate directly, but I haven't seen that yet. So
so it's through a webhook at the moment. It's not.
Yeah. I might check. It, because you could just do it in Zapier, but they probably have. I don't know. But I don't know if they've allowed it to get availability yet. So yeah, this is the whole thing to get availability. So it's just a webhook. Zapier sends the person asks through the phone something I think in the instructions it says each time you want to book somebody in, first check the availability before that. So it sends a webhook. Oh, wait, I don't want to show the webhook. I might reset that.
Yeah, don't dox yourself.
I need to be really careful when it comes to this.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. Okay. So. Okay, what did I do?
If I'm not mistaken, though, the webhook is it's truncated, so it's it doesn't show the entire string.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luckily. Okay.
Otherwise, you had to create a new one.
Well, they're easy enough to create. So.
Yeah, exactly. I just said it, I think. But yeah, this webhook from Zapier then has variables, which I might have to show Zapier as well. Okay, I don't care. So the Zapier has It has like it needs to pass through certain information. So it has variables in Zapier, which then tell it what information it needs to send to make. So like the time frame where it has to check the meetings, and then there's just the calendar it checks. It's just my test calendar, and then it's going to return the results. It's going to transform into JSON, and then it's going to use ChatGPT to generate a response, telling like the available times, so that it can then send that back to Zapier, and then Zapier knows the available times and whatnot. So it just generates a response back to Zapier. And I might actually show Zapier after this.
Perfect.
The book appointment is literally this. Like, that's how simple it can be.
Nice.
That's literally it. Just the date, it passes through the date, and then duration is preset to 30 minutes, and it just sends a response booked successfully back to Zapier. But yeah, that is the whole thing. This is what you need to have a appointment booking agent. I'm going to check Zapier. Hopefully I don't leak anything. I don't think you can.
just be careful.
Yeah, I'm going to check.
I love how you said, I don't think you can. Trust me, you probably can.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's sneaky. Okay. But I doubt somebody's going to actually take the time out of their day to try to...
Never underestimate the internet.
Never. There's probably somebody out there.
There'll be just someone going, hey, this looks like fun.
Yeah, exactly. Starts messing around.
Yeah.
Get charged. Okay. I'm going to share my other screen.
Perfect.
Okay. So in Zapier, you can create functions, and then the Zapier agent can call these functions whenever it needs to. And it has, okay, I'm going to have to reset it because that's the URL.
Yeah.
But it calls the function, which then calls the webhook. Pretty simple. And here's what I was saying earlier about the variables, which is the parameters. So yeah, this is actually for NA10, for a more advanced one. So it needs a description, you need to know what it needs to do, and then it's going to send the date and the email of the calendar event, whatnot. And to get the email, you can also do it through text, which is what I was saying earlier. The person can send it through text, and it just has the URL there. And then to get availability, just needs the date of which to get the availability. And yeah, that's literally it for make. Now with NA10, like I know you can see I've got functions here that says delete calendar event. You can do more, like I think there's a template which is like a more advanced Zapier agent, and it can do things like delete the appointments, and it can also save all the calls. So it can get like transcriptions of the calls, and then it will generate a summary of the call each time. So the person knows what's going on. And that this one in Make, I can actually switch that. This one in Make is like the simplest version to just book appointments and get availability. You can't like delete appointments. One more thing, which is like change the details of the appointment. It can't do that. It can just do these two things. It's still good for business. If you set this up.
May I ask a question, Alister?
Yeah.
If you hypothetically, is it possible that if you get a customer call that and it's an actual customer call with a actual person, not AI, to have a transcript of that call, which in its turn creates a email with everything what's being discussed and sent to the client, and log that in Salesforce, for example?
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You can
That saves so much time.
And yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm going to share that here. See, they added some things. They added some things like Google Calendar, so it can already do these things inside here. So you actually don't need this, the make automation. But if you wanted to do like more things like delete appointments, you won't be able to do it in Zapier. But you can see Go high level as well. You can do calendar events, which is pretty sick. This is new.
So they have the integrations.
Yeah.
Like they're obviously building out the integrations because they are recognizing like the need for them. However, with Make or the automation software, you're able to. It's a bit more customization.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like the one thing I've noticed out of like using Claude Code, using Rue, Klein, and Codex, when it comes to creating JSON for Make, it always seems to literally drop the ball. Every single time I've tried to, improve on a flow or add things, not directly like using an actual dedicated module, because there are so many integrations and so many modules that N8N have. You can basically get a custom written JSON already ready, polished and ready to go, and you just literally copy, paste. There it is, sticky notes and everything. Like, also provide a disclaimer of how to, connect each node and each flow. So that even future-proofs the client if they want to have their flows working and they like, how do I do it? It's like, well, read.
Yeah.
Now you ask a difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I know.
So you can generate automations into N8N. Like, have you seen do you get a lot of errors when you do that, or like you make sure you use Claude, right, to do this, the JSON blueprints?
Yes, so I use Opus 4.
Okay, you use Opus 4. So does it you have to provide examples of blueprints already to do that? And like, what do you prompt it? Like, how do you prompt it? That's one.
So because N8N have all of their docs publicly available, it's on GitHub. You can just get the repo, take all of the documents that pertain to agents, workflows, nodes, modules, etc. You put it into a project, and then you're able to basically prime a prompt that you have your baseline prompt. Then hey, I got this pain point, I need this solution. We're going to go through step by step. I always try and think outside the box. Every single prompt is like basically opening new blank canvas. Like, okay, what can we write today? What can we create? And I have used a research agent, like actual agent, to do a multitude of research of like what is currently the pain points, and then looking at the publicly available templates. How can we build on this to like simplify the workflow, or customize it to the current client, or to customize it to this business pain point? Okay, here you go. And then literally, all right, is this going to work? Let's copy, let's paste. And then that's like the first hurdle. Like, okay, now I got to connect everything up and see if it works. But the generic backbone functions.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Or oh, that actually works.
Yeah, a function works.
Now, I just have a quick one. Do you use Opus 4 or do you use Cloud Code?
I have a mixture. Alister, what do you use?
I have no idea, man. Shoot ChatGPT. Like, every time you say something about like,
I love it.
Like, how do you see, man?
I use Google.
Like, trust me, don't ask me any questions about this. Like, anything.
Okay.
So specifically the AI side, like I just use ChatGPT, and then if that doesn't work, I move on to the next one, and then the next one. And if those don't work, we'll just give up. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't use.
Sorry, client, it's not possible. Bye.
I can just get Elliott to give me advice on it, like.
Hey man, I'm stuck with this. Okay, what you're gonna do is just like.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't use specific ones for ChatGPT.
Well, and you clearly didn't need it, so
exactly.
Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah,
If
you're
there's no-
smarter than we are, so apparently.
I don't know about that, but
We all bring separate strengths to the table,
yeah.
and when you combine it, it's, I don't want to say
Hilarious.
tricycle. Yeah. However, looking at like when you troubleshoot or you live build and you just go through, like, people don't see the pain. Like when you start to build a bit more complex flow that have interconnected things, like it has to go through multiple routes.
Yeah.
And like when you get to those level things, if you set up multiple points of failure, and the downstream, like Michael and I were painfully aware of, when you start to overcomplicate things or it starts to get a little bit messy, you then have to basically go back to the drawing board and say, okay, where did it go wrong? Enter, let's go. And it's like, bonk, nope, I got stuck here. What was this? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even if you know that the complex it is, there's going to be more errors. It's just like sometimes it has to be a bit complex. It gets your job done, but like, yeah, 100%. And like, were you guys stuck at one thing for a long time with that? Like, is there certain parts you just couldn't figure out? Like, because I feel like a lot of the time, just like, you can get like 9% of it done, but like you just have an issue. This one thing that just will like, it won't fix itself as easily. It's just like,
yeah, that would be nice. And what is the most, not complicated, but on which workflow you were stuck the longest, and how long actually? Because I know that, so we were stuck on something actually technically very simple, a newsletter. Took us 4.5 hours to actually figure it out. Elliott has PTSD moments happening here.
A friend messaged me saying you had so much stamina to go for 4 hours 47 on the same problem.
But yeah, do you have any similar things or?
Yeah. Probably like, just again, it's like I can get the workflow done. It's just like external issues going to arise, and I think that the thing I've spent the most time on, it was so stupid, but it's like, was for an AI voice agent, for a WhatsApp agent, and phone numbers. Facebook just wasn't letting me get a phone number through for WhatsApp, and that took me like 3 days of just like, because
banging your head against the wall.
Right, I was trying to send a verification code, but then it said I hit the limit. They like blocked me from sending any verification code. Is that one thing that's like, you're at the end and you just have to do it, and then it's like,
nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. I couldn't do anything. I was like blocked, At least
Yeah.
Just sucked, man. I was like, yeah. But yeah.
Too many requests in one go, and I was like, you tried one thing, so now that's it. That's all you get. You get one try. You missed it.
Yeah. And it says like you have to wait another week to try again. And you get 1 more
7
try.
days?
No, I'm joking, but
okay.
Oh,
no, I actually think it was 7 days, because I tried day after day, and you just kept saying I hit the limit. So I don't know how many days it would. It could be 4, but still, it was like.
And in the end, did it work?
Yeah, I think I got it working, but
I abandoned it because it was.
Yeah.
I think I used a different, like, I think I used one of their phone numbers. They give you like a free WhatsApp number, and I used that instead. Still, like, I think I still have the issue of getting the phone numbers. And like, you can only have maximum of 2 per business, I think. So yeah, I can't create any more. But hey, but yeah, I think I did get it working. For WhatsApp number, but yeah, it's just like those tiny little things that just get in the way, that like take up the most time when it comes to automations. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's what we need to do, solve errors, even if it takes ages. Yeah.
Or 4.5 hours. Yeah.
So you guys were building. What were you guys building?
My
it
newsletter.
It was a newsletter.
Anyway.
It was the automation. It's like RSS feed and then the,
Reddit posts.
Reddit.
I literally went after that and I was like, simplify this, and I want you to go excruciatingly step by step, look at and find redundancies, find all integrations with make.com that could actually mitigate X, Y, and Z, focus on yada yada yada, and to basically trim the fat. And that's where I was like, okay. So because it was literally so painful but so rewarding, like it was like an absolute relief. It was like, it worked. And when it worked, I was like, cool, now I got to tweak it. I'm like, I don't want to break it. I'm just like, you know what? I think I just, I'll leave it as is for now. It's going okay. It's like, it's steaming along. I promise viewers in the future, if you are watching this at a later date, the newsletter will be severely polished in comparison to new headline. And I was like,
that one.
Jason, Pastor Jason. Okay, hang on. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to bring it up. Yeah,
sure. I want to see what took 4 hours.
You want to see the pain?
I do want to see the pain. I want to see what happened. I'm interested. So I think I've got the workflow as well. Like, it's an RSS feed and it splits off different routes. We've got an AI that like transforms everyone.
Okay, give me a moment. So I need to share it.
But let's make a promise right now. If it breaks now, we will not go into it.
Oh, no.
4.5 hours. Okay.
No. Do you want me to share the stream, the part, or the workflow?
Because I'm getting skittish now. Okay.
Sorry.
I don't want to go through the flow because I don't want to go through that pain. Like, if we just, can you see the screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you'll learn, right?
100%. So, like, are you able to hear the sound? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Learning a lot has been one of the most critical with, learn, repeat.
Yeah.
By the way, I like your background this time. Is it one of...
He is fixated on my background.
What's your special about the background? What about mine?
Yours is very, very nice. So we talked about Omnara.
Beautiful.
We talked about... Yeah, it's very nice. We went through... And I'm open to any feedback. And I'm currently looking for my next role in the LLM computer vision space and would love to connect with that. Go through its... So went through the setup. So it's cool. See, no, whatever. Like this. Yep. The current spreadsheet or the Google Sheet so far. Not a bad system, man. It was a bad system.
It was horrific. Yeah. But maybe explain what's happening here, tile by tile.
Not bad, and it works. That's simple.
It works at that moment. It was working.
Yeah.
Like I can't go through step by step because going step by step is just like PTSD. So
yeah, okay, let's not do that.
So the script, the newsletter for like 15-20 minutes. I see where 5 released, so I can probably get it even better now with 5. No. Looking back, that is not the case at all.
That was the problem.
Reasoning. Yeah, 5. People are using 5 mini, but I would still want to go with, if it's just purely text, go with 5. No. No. It's the same price as 4.1 nano and 5 nano. Same price, but obviously significantly smarter. It's almost like eating my own words at this point that...
Alister, I'm so happy you said those
information right here. What does it grab from that Google Sheet? I can see it. Like, I can't see it very clearly, but see.
Okay, hang on. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
It doesn't matter if it's like it doesn't work. I just want to see.
Yeah, but this is how you get over your trauma, mate. You relive it.
I want to see the idea behind this.
Yeah.
Yes, Reddit though.
And I got the Reddit post database in the spreadsheet, and it will pull from the sheet scraped post, and then it will pull the process the row number, then generate a headline and snippet. I moved it to 5 mini so it would work.
Yeah.
God, that actually just hurt. Do you want me to read it out, or are you reading it yourself?
Yeah, I'll skim through it. Yeah.
Okay. For all of the viewers, this was the developer/system role, and the text content based on that role there, and then the user prompt was task, style, content rules, output, and if input is empty or invalid, return new headline, no content available. And that was quite literally what was showing in the sent newsletter. It was just showing that. So it was painful. And then we went through with a fine-tooth comb. We did, Michael, it was a deep troubleshooting session.
I think my camera is a little bit shitty, but I'm crying now. So I have literally tears in my eyes.
So it generates the headline and the snippet, then it would aggregate those. And I'm not kidding. How many iterations we did of that, I just lost my mind. And you're looking at this flow right now, and you're like, "Yep, I can see this, and this." Like you're like, I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah. I see the idea behind it. I see. Okay, so it literally goes through and generates the different elements. And then what does MailChimp do then here? It creates a campaign.
So then it will take the titles, and then so for the campaign title, so like where it's connected to, then the subject line that would be populated from the results, and then it will take it from Markdown into HTML, and then it will produce it. So I'm not going to, please don't make me go deeper, please. And then of course you can choose the action. So resend a campaign, send a test email. That would have been great. Send a test email, but anybody who was in the list would have been getting test, and that would have been, I would say, more frustrating because it would say test email. Then it would add a new post and add a row to the generated post sheet. Tab in the sheet, and then it would update the post status to go published. And in the first iteration of the workflow, the update post was in the iterator here, so it would literally say published, and then it would get stuck, and then still be published, so it couldn't run it again. So I was like, oh my gosh, we use Gemini, we use Quenny, so we use Qwen 3 Coder, and we did like a LLM battleground on my stupidity, and then real time.
We had like 4 different. We had Quenny, 2 different Quennys. We had a GPT open. In the end, we took as well Gemini and Claude.
I'm going to put it on.
It was interesting to see. Like different.
And again, guys, automation is beautiful, right? But I'm thinking still as a business now, as somebody who has led significant teams, it is amazing if now there is an update, so a marketing team can actually look into that in Google Sheets or whatsoever, but a customer service team would want, or a commercial team, sales team would like to actually have this in Salesforce, for example. So that would be another tile where the update of the client will be made, so that you can actually see when you have a client on the call, like, I just got an email. I don't know if somebody from customer service has ever had those calls. I just got an email, and as a customer service agent, you will not be able to find that actual email. So it would be nice if that's linked immediately to a CRM system.
That's the thing. It's like it's all about pain points and what is what's out there.
What is value for a company, right?
Yeah, and because a lot of people, a lot of companies are not exposed to this at all. They're still going through the motions, and you got the top dogs who are like, "We need to implement AI," and they don't understand it. They're just like AI, and they're like, yeah, but what do we need with it? And then they try and cut costs and have it in-house, and nobody knows what they're really doing unless they have a let's say an AI guy who's like, hey, actually we can do this and this, I've been trying it myself, or they hire an external agency that will do it for them.
Yeah.
However, when you host, like I hosted a workshop for let's say 20 people, and there was like live questions. We did a lot of back and forth, and like going through what was actually working for them, because they're a technical company, so technical team, and yeah, they were asking some really good questions. And when we ended the workshop day, they had come back to me and said, yeah, you've literally over the past 2 weeks, we've increased our productivity about 30 to 40%, like 35%. Just because of the little, and like for like a mid-sized tech company, that's really, really helpful, because all of the mundane tasks, like the repetitive tasks, were completely eliminated. From, like as you said, like simple automations. As Jed had said, unsexy systems are the best.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah,
I love that statement, actually. I agree completely.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Because also with these live builds, you get first-hand real life experience of people doing it. And to touch back on Justin's comment about love this automation session, there's nothing like watching real problems get solved in real time. You'll learn more from these unscripted workshops than most tutorials, because you're literally watching us cry on screen going, why isn't this work?
Yeah.
I
just had a flashback.
Our head on the desk. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a loud thud somewhere around 3-hour mark.
And I remember we will give it another 10 minutes, and then we stopped. Half an hour later, or 1.5 hours later, we were still busy.
Because we're both very technically minded, and we both thought, we got this. It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. And it was like, no, just one more corner. But like, do you do all of this stuff by yourself? Like, do you have like a rubber duck, Ali? Or
yeah, I mean, I do all of it by myself, but if I need support, then I'll get somebody or hire someone to do it for me. But like, it's just, if you make everything simple, it's like you know what to do already. It's like, what's the point? You can just do it yourself. And even if it's like more complex, it's just like, yeah, you'll sit there for. I mean, something more complex, I'll probably get somebody else to do it. But the things with Go High Level is a lot of the solutions can be like pre-built, and there's like things out there that already exist to solve the business's problems. So that's why I like Go High Level, is because like a lot of it is already set up, in a sense. But yeah, I mean, I do it myself. In make the form and Go High Level. Yeah, I mean, if I can't do it, I'll just get somebody else to do it. Like a Go High Level expert, tons.
Smart.
Yeah. Where do you get the talent from?
There's a lot of sites you can get good talent from, like Go High Level.
Wait, they have a site? Go High Level?
There's Facebook. There's Facebook groups that specifically have Go High Level assistants.
Really?
There's like,
oh my god,
there's pretty Reddit ones as well, but like those places, you can find good people. Like if you just go like into these niche groups and just do one post, it's like, hey, I need a Go High Level assistant. I'm gonna pay this much. Like that, you'll get so many messages just from that.
Do we have them on Discord as well, or not?
Yeah, on Discord, like everything you can think of, like sort of community-wise, you'll just search up like a group for it, and it will just exist. And there's already like a group specifically for Go High Level experts. Yeah, if you searched up Facebook Go High Level expert or Facebook Go High Level groups, there's literally like hundreds of groups.
Facebook Go High Level group. High Level official community, Go High Level agency owners. Those are the two I got.
Like if you go on Facebook, like actually Facebook.com.
As opposed to Facebook.org.
I thought maybe we were searching on Go high level.
High level official. Yeah. So there's the.
Like there's
So
various. It's gonna be high level, you know. But look, wait, let's check.
Look, he says.
We are looking.
We are looking. Don't dox yourself.
There we go.
Look at this.
Okay, those are a few.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then no, but the thing is that there's loads of members as well in each one.
Really a lot, yeah.
Okay, and now these have a. Okay, no, still.
Communities are everything. It really is.
Endless. It's endless. So yeah, there's always somebody who can do it better. You know, to be honest. Yeah.
It's the delicate balance between what do you value more, time or money.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because you can sit there cracking it, like trying to be, as a founder myself. When is the time to outsource that, and when is the time to buckle down? Like, what do you want to be in control of? What do you want to have a headache for? Because understanding all the problems and solving all the problems are going to just cause more headache for you long term, because you're going to have to try and want to solve all those issues. And I know some people who are founders who struggle taking a step back sometimes, just because not a control thing. It's just that sometimes you can't articulate to a person exactly what you want, and having back and forth, and then by the end of it, you're like, I could have done that myself.
It's in the end all about the client satisfaction as well.
Yeah.
You want.
Ali, have you had any experiences where you've had to go back and forth, or they just like been clean sailing every time?
It really depends on who it is. What are you talking about, clients, as in like what they want, or like?
No, clients never know what they want, but I mean the experts.
No, but some do. If they watch your content and they understand the systems, like they can very easily tell you what they want.
Gotcha.
Not
Okay.
exactly, to the T, but they have a really good idea. But what the experts?
Yeah.
I haven't used high-level experts.
Okay, so like there could be, there's so many amazing people in there, but you have no idea if any of them are actually.
Yeah, I've got friends that have them, and I've talked to some, so I have a good idea on what's possible.
Oh, okay.
I understand. Like I've talked to one, we've talked through WhatsApp, and yeah, I've used one of my friends. That's how I know. And he's got an AI agency, so, and yeah, it's literally just a case of, I mean, if somebody knows more than you can say less information, and they'll sort of know how to do it themselves. And it's like, that's why it's good to hire people who have a lot of knowledge and on the systems already. Because you could say something even vague, and then you could just have a conversation, then you'll know exactly what you want. So yeah, it might be a bit of back and forth, but I've used Go High Level, so I know what's possible as well.
So you could say like it just depends on many factors, yeah?
Yeah, but if they know, like I said, like some people, there's a lot of people that just are like, they know everything there is to know about Go High Level, or make the POM or NA10, literally anything. So if they know more than you, well then you can say something, and then they'll be like, they can make it themselves if they go from there. But
yeah, and honestly, like I have experienced some situations where it's good to take a back seat, because you can learn. And when you stop talking, I know that sounds very rare coming from me, but you can only learn when you're not the one presenting, the one who is, because you're then showcasing your knowledge. And you can easily back somebody into a corner by, if they say like, I'm an expert in this and this, but then you just literally have to just let them talk, and then they will expose whether or not they actually know what they're talking about, because they will speak with clarity and, and like boom, 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 or they will just avoid. So like, I don't want to say I would avoid Facebook groups like the plague, because like the diamond in the rough, not vetted, it could be like absolute bottom of the barrel. You get that one tiny charcoal gem, a bunch of charcoal and that one, diamond in the literal charcoal mess. And I don't think the time searching for that person, the hundreds of messages you have to field off. Hi, sir, I want to work with you. Yes, I do this, and this. And they give you the spiel. They send over that. You got to go. You're basically recruiting every single time for a task that could be, let's say, if you used what would be an example of something that you would outsource to a Go high level expert?
Hard to say, because
I just chat GPT it. If it doesn't work in GPT, I just leave it.
Exactly. I don't even know to what extent I'm going to give up. So it's really quite frightening. But yeah, I mean, I guess where it's like multiple, something that I can't do. I mean, I can't describe that, but if I fully give up on something, I keep running into errors and it's out of my imagination and I just don't know how to do it. Or it's extremely important and I don't want to mess it up myself. And I want to make sure or it's a massive client. Like you want to have secure system, things like that. So that's probably the criteria that I would hire somebody else who knows a lot more, and then they would be able to predict things and they would know what systems to put in place. So yeah, that's what I would do.
Use it more like a 4I principle, right? Just to fact check everything and
exactly. And just like a consultant, like just somebody who can verify that it works and it's not going to break as easy as reliable. That's what I would do. But anything simpler, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. And you, Elliott, you said something actually funny, right? Because you said
actually
all
funny?
this. Yeah, it's, this charcoal, or how do you call it?
Charcoal.
Yeah, that stuff, and then there's one little gem in there. Oh my god, all those messages we have to send go back and forth. We are literally talking about automating stuff. You could automate that, right?
Yes and no.
Until a certain extent.
That's where I would say the automation right now could get a bit weird, because if you're automating, let's say you have a messenger bot in place, and it will filter and weed out you can have literally a qualifying bot, hey, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this, can you do this, and whether it has connections, and they have to do button pressing, and it would basically say thank you so much, but that's all the time we have for you today. That could work, and then only the ones that would get through could then be funneled to you. I'm not sure how that would work. You could set that up.
One is a little bit risky. When I hear, might be risky. You might lose out on clients.
Because you might get automatically filtered out someone who's really good who just misclicked or something like that. But Alister, what do you think on that?
Depends if you want to make sure that you have full control and I mean, if you got loads of messages, you can get you can do an AI bot that maybe filters the one that definitely just time wasters. You can do that, but it depends how much control you want and the safety. So you want to make sure you could learn more things further down the line, so the AI agent might accidentally cancel somebody out that could be really good as well. So yeah, I mean, I'd do it myself, just messaging people. If it was a scale, well, then I'd probably get an AI bot to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So to keep things moving along, Alister, I would like you to bring up your school community, because for the viewers here today, I'm part of Alister's community, and it is honestly a gold mine of knowledge you didn't think you needed to know if you wanted to get into the space, or you wanted to optimize just how your day-to-day can be. You've heard him talking for the past hour and a half. He's very concise, very clear, and very instructive when it comes to how his flow is. I really like the community. It's a very, very cool community. That's why I like, because it's literally a school with a community backed into it.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the educational side and then the conversational side, and then we help each other inside the community. Because errors are going to happen all the time, and obviously it's recommended to fix it yourself. But yeah, you can talk with each other to figure solutions out together and get people who already have experience in it to help you. So yeah, I'm gonna share my screen.
That's amazing. People actually helping each other with pain points.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I'm doing a revamp right now, so I'm changing a couple of things in the community. So don't worry if you're an existing member. I'm not going to change things too much, but we are going to start making the automations more tailored to businesses. It's going to be more tailored to businesses. So it's not going to be as random. So it's not going to be, extremely random automations, but the automations, there's going to be a lot of automations which are going to be able to help businesses, chatbots, voice agents, because that's what I'm doing now. So I would have, better knowledge on how to do those instead. So yeah, school.com/Ali Automates. You're taken to this page right here, and there's step-by-step courses suitable for any experience level. And then we provide the automation blueprint for each automation in our community. This is what it looks like, and I'm doing a couple of things right now, revamping, upgrading the whole thing. So there's going to be more, videos on how to do step-by-step automations, to businesses, and it's going to be there's a course that's just on how to sell AI automations to businesses. So yeah, you can also vote for the automation. There's that sort of aspect to it, and yeah. So yeah,
that's really valuable information just there.
Right.
Automations you can sell to businesses.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that it's not random automations that won't make any money or won't have any benefit even to you. I'm still gonna do automations that are gonna be beneficial to you, posting on social media and whatnot. So everything is gonna have a set outcome. There's nothing in here is gonna be, doing absolutely nothing, just looking complicated and cool to build. Everything is gonna have a purpose in this community. So yeah, again, if you wanna check it out, school.com/Ali Automates. I have the YouTube video. I have all the tutorials on my YouTube channel, but each video in here in the classroom, in the automation library, will have the template beneath it. I can't really show you because then I'd be leaking all the information, but it's going to have
very clever. Yeah,
it has the under each tutorial you'll be able to just put it into your make.com just like this. So yeah, that is
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I've just updated a couple of things. The UI, I've made sure everything is cool. But yeah, it's version 2 practically.
I was going to say the UI looks very slick now. I like it.
Thank you. But yeah, I've been working on a couple of things today and yesterday. So yeah, I'm excited.
With it, it's always really good. So thank you so much for showing that, guys. If you either joined live or you are watching this at a later date, you can subscribe to Alister at Ali Automates, all one word. And of course, there is a school community. So thank you so much, Michael and Alister, or Ali, for joining today. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for not making me relive the PTSD of the workflow. Next time, because I believe that we will have a next time. As a trio. I'd like to maybe watch Alister dip his toes in the water of Claude and see what he can do with NA10 JSONs, because I'll try and prepare a nice juicy pain point from a lot of small businesses, and then we can work on variations of that and work through it live. And people that are like, oh, what's the difference? NA10 Make, we can literally do a side by side, try and replicate it in Make versus in NA10. So I'll give you 48 hours to prepare, let's say, for the system, and then you can either check if it works beforehand. Okay, we'll figure out the details next time, but I think that's going to be a cool thing. And Michael, if you want to give it a crack as well, I'm going to give it a crack. Yeah, we all have
amazing. Yeah. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing to build it out, right? You know, I mean, yeah, because we want to actually build automations that like have purpose and can help, you know, solve a problem within businesses.
Yeah, and when we have people live watching, they can say, I work in this business, I need to do that. And then you go, okay, so then we can try. And that's what I'm saying.
We can try to build that actually, yeah.
Exactly. So I'll probably have to upgrade to Claude Pro on the $200 a month plan, because I will hit the rate limits so quick. Because if you're using Opus 4.1, it's like, goodbye credits.
Yeah, credits are just flying out there.
All right. So thank you very much, both. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a very wonderful time. Thank you to all the viewers.
Nice meeting you, Michael, by the way. Nice.
Likewise.
Let's get in contact.
Definitely, we will. Yeah.
100%. Thanks, Elliott.
No worries. If you aren't already subscribed, you know what to do. If you are watching this on other platforms, follow or hit the bell, like and share if you have found it valuable. So until the next time, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Goodbye.
Have a great one.
Bye.